Hello humans, it's just Martine and welcome to a week of college in my life. I'm a senior studying forensic psychology and it's my last semester of undergrad. So I'm gonna take you along with me on this first week, as it were. It starts this fine Monday morning. It's almost 9:30. I did wake up around like 8:18, I think I finally made it past snooze land and got out of bed. I got ready and then I did like 40 minutes of yoga / stretching, and now I'm ready to get the day going. The interesting part about my schedule this semester is that I don't actually have any official Monday classes. So it's the first day of classes, but I don't have class. The only thing that's officially on my schedule today, like time-wise, is that I have therapy at 11. Other than that, I just have this to-do list to accompany me. Let's get to it.
I got my head out the sunroof. I'm blasting our favorite tunes. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the thought of you. You're making me feel brand new. You're more than a sunshine.
It's almost 2:30. I had therapy, I had lunch, I did some homework, did some textbook reading and stuff. Looking at my to-do list that I have for today, pretty much everything is crossed off. So I'm just, chilling, doing my thing. I worked on editing a new type of project, a video thing. I've been pretty clear that I want to document this semester really well for myself since it's my last undergraduate semester, my last semester at this school, yada, yada, yada. And so I'm playing around with the idea of making these moments in my life video where it's just like moments overlaid by music, and they'd be totally separate from the rest of my videos. Like in my mind, they're such random content. They're really for no one but me. Like I don't care if other people watch them, but I want them to be out there for my sake. And so like, I don't even know that they'd follow my upload schedule. Like I think when they were ready, I'd just post them. So I was working on one of those, playing around with it, seeing if I can create some main character energy for myself, but I'm not really sure what to do. I should probably read for a bit. Oh, should read. Reading would probably be a good thing right now, maybe. 7:47 p.m. and I spent my evening doing what any sane person would do, reading a whole book. It was actually an audiobook. The audiobook was only 6 hours. I listened to it on 3 times the speed, so it only took like 2 hours. It was good fun, and I'm just uploading some footage, doing some little tidbits, having the 12 TBRs of Christmas done and ready to go before I left school, and having like my whole winter break off of YouTube. So rejuvenating. I'm sitting here like, what videos can I work on? What can I do? This, that. Edited a video today when I didn't have to. Have 4 videos like scheduled. Living. Honestly, living. And can I just say, this is my personal recommendation. I do love a pretzel covered in chocolate. And I have to say that I think the best coverage, the Trader Joe's milk chocolate mini pretzels, otherworldly, just incredible. I have no idea what I'm gonna do now because it's not even 8 p.m. and I read a whole book. So it's like, Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, just past like 11 a.m. here, and I had my first class this morning. I had abnormal psychology. It's with a professor that I know and love, but you know that feeling on the first day of classes when like they're telling you all the assignments you're gonna have to do for the whole semester, and your brain is really bad at taking things one step at a time, and so it thinks of all of those things at once and it freaks you out. Had a bit of that moment in class today, but that's fine. I just bought my textbook for that class, which is unfortunate because I had to buy it online. How to say this? I hate reading online textbooks, especially ones that I have to read on my computer. But the only physical option that I could have bought was for like $124, and it would have been loose leaf, so like not even bound together. Yeah, we just weren't gonna do that. We're gonna save ourselves like $80, go the digital textbook, whatever. Oh, also, I took like an obscene amount of time to take like first day of school photos for myself, but as Peter Parker. I'm a nerd and Spider-Man has been my recent obsession. So like that's why my background is Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I have one more class today. It's at 2 p.m. It's logic. And that one's actually gonna be in person. This first one was on Zoom. Happy Wednesday. This morning I was not feeling it. Like I stayed in bed for a while watching YouTube. You can clearly see by my hair that like, I don't know what's happening. But I finally dragged myself out of bed, listened to some good music, and got the things that I really needed to do today that like I could do on my own schedule done. So I did my assignment for logic class, and then I prepped for the org fair to hopefully get some new students to join our organization. That's this afternoon, and that's my only thing that's like on a time today, but that's gonna be like a lot of my afternoon. I'm trying to decide what I should do now because like I really don't want to do anything, but I think what I should do is read for a bit, because that'll probably make me feel good, right? So anyway, I just wanted to share this update to tell you like I have been doing things, but also realistically it's one of those days where it's like not much is gonna happen. Like the past 2 days I've been really inspired, going after it. That's good. Today's a rest day. That's what I need. So that's what it's going to be. Welcome to today. It's Thursday night, and I cannot remember the last time I updated this because a lot has happened in the past 48 hours or so that have added some extra responsibilities to my plate and just made me extra like focused on being where I am and stuff like that. And I'm not really gonna talk about that and get into it, but I did want to hop on and catch you up in like a more general sense. Yesterday afternoon, there was the organization fair to try and recruit new members for the spring semester for a club. So I went there for the club that I'm the president of, and I had some lovely help from some of our lovely members and other executive board members. We got a few people to sign up, so I'm hoping some of them show up to the meeting that's tonight. In like less than 2 hours now, we have our general meeting. I'm gonna take a hop, skip, and a jump over to that after I hang out for a while. And then last night, I did some hanging around. I read quite a bit. I ended up going to sleep pretty early. Like I got almost 9 hours of sleep last night. But I also got really weird sleep because I kept having very strange dreams because I was a little too warm, like I kept waking up sweaty. And then this morning I had a lot of trouble dragging myself out of bed like I did yesterday, but had less time to do so because I had a class at 9:30. However, the class was online, so I didn't drag myself out of bed until like 9:10. Before that, I got stuck in this really bad loop. Okay, back way up to like junior year of high school. I see The Amazing Spider-Man for the first time. It was the first time I'd ever seen a Spider-Man movie. I was like, Andrew Garfield, love him. Moving on. 2 years ago, maybe, Harris put on Far From Home, and I hadn't seen Homecoming, but I was like, I've enjoyed the Spider-Man that I've seen, so I'll watch it. So I watched it at the time. That was my history with Spider-Man. This is a question you didn't ask for. And then over Thanksgiving break, my family watched Tick, Tick, Boom because it had come out. We were like, musical, yay. And I became obsessed. I was like, Andrew Garfield was incredible in it. I started wanting to watch other movies that had him in it. And I was like, well, I enjoyed seeing him in The Amazing Spider-Man, but I never saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And this new Spider-Man movie is coming out, and I've seen some of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. So I was like, so I'll watch The Amazing Spider-Man movie again. So I watched it. I was like, oh my God, I still love him. So I got obsessed with Spider-Man. Then I saw the new Spider-Man movie and I was like, I love Spider-Man because I do. Harris might argue in the comments that I don't because I haven't seen the original 3 live actions with Tobey Maguire. And I'm just gonna say, don't listen to him. Tick, Tick, Boom, and then the new Spider-Man movie reawoke my passion for my love of Andrew Garfield, as it did for many people, although for some people it was their first time ever loving him, which is crazy to me. So I've gone on a binge of like interviews on YouTube. Like I've watched way too many interviews with him. I've tried to watch other movies that he's in, or like added them on my watch later lists or things. I hit kind of a low point today. I've been talking about this for a really long time. Oh no. Please don't roast me in the comments. So this morning I was watching YouTube, as I do sometimes when I'm like stuck in bed, can't get myself out for a bit. I watched one video of one scene from Angels in America with Andrew Garfield in it. And then I spent the next hour of my life watching videos, either scenes from Angels in America or trying to find the script somewhere to read for free and looking up where I could possibly stream it and watching interviews and all this stuff. Anyways, it was bad. So I lost most of my morning to that. This afternoon, after my second class of the day, I came back and I was watching regular YouTube videos, and then I was like, okay, now that I have like a limited amount of time before I have to leave for dinner, I have like 10 minutes, I'll watch one more video of Angels in America. So I did, but then I looked into streaming it again, and the best place for me to stream it, like the only place that it is streaming, I'd have to pay like $20 to see the whole thing. And if you're not familiar with Angels in America, because I wasn't before, the total runtime of the whole show is 7.5 hours. You heard me right, and I'd have to pay $20 to rent it. So like I won't be doing that. I'll only be watching these clips that I have and maybe reading the script if I can find it. But what was the point of telling you that? I've been obsessed, and now Angels in America, I can't stop thinking about the clips that I've seen. Like it's just, the things that I've seen from it are just so good. And so like that started from Andrew Garfield, but now I'm like separately stuck on that, but also stuck on Andrew Garfield in that, but like also just stuck on that play in general, because it's crazy. What does somebody have to say for 7.5 hours? But it won a huge prize, and then that's how Andrew Garfield got his Tony, and I'm a mess right now. So I'm gonna stop talking about this. The point is, I'm living life. I've had a bit of a weird day for many, many reasons, and tonight I have a club meeting, and that's where I am. My meeting went pretty well, and then I stopped by the event that the RAs in my area were having to get a snack and participate in some of their fun activities. I know they work really, really hard on these things, and I passed my RA earlier and she reminded me about it, and so I was like, I'll go. And so I did. Yay. Sometimes having good fruit is like a rarity in college occasionally, so. Happy Friday. I just really need you to know that in the morning sometimes my brain likes to shut off again, even though like I'm awake and out of bed, and this especially happens while I'm trying to get dressed for the day and like decide what outfit I'm going to wear. So occasionally I've found myself like sitting on the floor and I'm like, where did the past several minutes go? I was just staring off into space. So sometimes I speak out loud to help my brain like focus on doing the thing. And this morning I like checked the weather like I normally do before I chose what clothes to wear and whatever, so that I'm dressed appropriately for the weather. One thing that actually came out of my mouth, and it happened just like this, is reaching in the drawer and I said, and I'm even gonna wear warmer socks. What? It's just past 12 and I'm about to head to lunch. This morning I had a meeting with the producer of this semester's show for the club, and then I also met with the advisor of our club. Then I called my mom for a great talk. That was good. It made me really happy. And then I went and ran a few errands. Like I had something in the package like pickup center at my school, so that's kind of a trek. So I went and I did that, and then I relaxed a little more, and now I'm gonna go get lunch. All right, it's 6:13 p.m. and I'm back in my room, which means that my class did not go nearly the full time. It went barely half the time, which we love, because it was supposed to be a class from 4 to 8, and I really didn't want to be sitting there for 4 hours. We did like an hour of lecture. We did an hour of watching an interview that was made with like the author of the textbook, and then my professor let us go. It's a hybrid class, so he was like, the only other thing we'd spend today doing is watching a documentary, and like you guys can do that on your own time. So you can either stay here and watch it, and only one student did, or you can just go and watch it on your own time this week. So I was like, bye. That's the end of my school week. I'm just going to relax tonight and then get to reading, because I'm going to be participating in a readathon this weekend. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below whether or not you agree that one of the best feelings in the world is when something ends early that you were not looking forward to staying the whole time for. And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye.